Hello and welcome to another edition of Ernest Staying at Home, COVID virus blog, as a co-worker of mine told me recently. Well, today I stayed away from the news about the whole um, thing because I just wanted to stay away. I mean, so weekends I try to not look at news too much. I even stay away from Twitter because you know who is bored and is tweeting up a storm, and although I do not follow him, I just people do retweet his stuff and end up seeing it, and it just gets me angry. So anyway, today I went out for the first time in 2 days, and I went out to the local farmers market to get some stuff I needed. Everybody there was like not only keeping the 6 foot thing, but they were also um, uh, keeping like 12 feet away. It's like the line for the bakery stand was like there was like 5 people, and we were like 20, like 100 feet away from each other, and it was kind of funny. And although we talked to it by screaming at each other, oh, so you're buying bread? It's like, okay, yeah, okay. Although in the news there was actually good news today. I heard because when I'm cooking, sometimes I like to listen to Polish radio stations, and there was this piece of news about this woman who got cured from coronavirus. So yay, she survived. She, according to my wife's translation, she said that it's hard, but you can do it. So it's cool to hear that. For once, in a time of so many bad news of people dying, at least a couple of good news. So that was the Italian lady if I talked about last class, and then today we have this other piece of good news. So silver linings, guys, silver linings. So anyway, so today this is the last guitar showcase because it's my last guitar, unless you guys want to send me one, or if I can go over to Oyster Bay without my wife knowing and get one of those fenders that I saw there. But that's another story. So this is the crown jewel of our guitar family. This is the crown jewel, which is the guitar I affectionately called Flavia, right? The name came from nowhere, really. I was just, I was like jamming with some guys, and they said, "What's the name of your guitar?" And I said, "Yeah, that's pretty much it." And the first name that popped in my head for whatever reason was Flavia, and it stayed. So today we call it Flavinha because it's short for Flavia, Flavinha in Portuguese. So Flavinha is her official name. She is a 1958 Gibson guitar, ES335. From what I hear, they didn't make many of these in cherry color. I don't know the whole. You have to look at a Gibson specialist to ask about this one. But they made like thousands of the Sunbursts. And they made a couple of hundred of these. And history says that Eric Clapton has been looking for somebody to sell him one of these. No, Clapton, don't look for me, okay? Love you as a guitar player, but no. Let my heirs take care of this. They might get some enough to bury me or something like that when I die. Anyway, so this is a beautiful. This is the history behind this guitar. As except from 1950, she's 62 years old. So she looks good for her age, doesn't she? Um, is that my grandfather, who lived in Kansas until he passed away, he in the early 80s, he was cleaning his basement, and he told me, "Oh, there's this guitar that your dad left here." And I said, "What do you mean it's left there?" And he says, "Well, he just left it here. If you can have it if you want it." And I said, "Yeah." And I thought it was some old piece of, I don't know, crap guitar that he had, and I was curious. And down comes this beauty. right? And right over here, a big stain of vomit. Probably my father's vomit, I'm guessing. I don't know. But I had to scrape it out. It was disgusting. And I've been with the guitar ever since. No changes have been made to it except for the tuning pegs. I mean, the tuning pegs are about 4, 5, 6 years old. I'm not sure. I bought them, I think, on at Amazon. I don't remember. But everything else is original. Not the pickups are original. The volume buttons probably are not original. It's in great shape for a guitar of its age. I mean, as if you guys know about guitars, this guitar has it's solid in the middle, right? And it is hollow on the sides. So the parts that are on the solid part, they have a couple of cracks in the wood. So as you can see here, right, in the middle, there's a little crack there, and there's a little crack in the back as well. But that's it. But the guitar is in perfect shape. Like I said, nothing has been touched except for the tuning pegs, because the original tuning pegs were in really bad shape. Remember, we were in tropical Brazil, so over there, tuning pegs is like gone in 50 seconds because of the sea air, because I lived close to the ocean. So we have to change them frequently. Here in the U.S., thankfully, that doesn't happen, so the tuning pegs have stayed. But they are original Gibson. They're not copies or whatever. So they cost a pretty penny every time I have to change them. Anyway, so let's talk about the tone of the guitar. The guitar is one fantastic, wonderful tone. If you listen to it here, you can see like... Also, if I use the more electric one, but I prefer using the bass one, because since I'm not a soloist playing chords and everything, this sounds just beautiful. Huh? Yeah. So okay, let's play a song. The song I'll play today is called "Wish You Were Here," and it's originally by Pink Floyd. It was reminded to me today, actually. And by the way, it fits our time right now, because I wish you were here because I'm stuck at home, right? And goes like this. So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from Maine? Can you tell a green field, a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Could they ask you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a walk-on block in the wall for a lead role in a cage? I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have you found? The same old fear. Wish you were here. So this is it for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful stay-at-home Saturday. My wife and I are ordering out. Have not decided yet where from. It's a kind of a tradition, and like sometimes if we stay in, we order from some restaurant, and well, now that's the only option really. So anyway, have a great Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Probably I'll be talking about my frustration with the computer systems that I'm trying to get accustomed to. Okay, guys, so that's it. Have a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.